Matching hundreds. I'm Jonathan Coachman. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see teams with a couple of running backs who each went over 100 yards a weekend ago, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Carolina Panthers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they'll be let out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early.
That's right, possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right?
They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to
find a way to hold him under 20 because to me that's the magic number.
That'll leave him trying to convert on 39. Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Scrimmage, that didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So here are the Panthers now under head coach Ron Rivera. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was and he sees himself in an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on. We know he's not bad at this. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30. Still on his touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Off the play fake. Clark nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now Jones.
I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
2nd and 9 now. Steps away to his left. He finds his man Johnson. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. He gets this one to Johnson. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the
Much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's... They'll drop to throw. He may try and run for the... Now the ball comes loose, and the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the... They'll start out on the ground with Jones. To throw on 2nd down. Clark.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Is that the case? Now you're out of challenges, too.
Which means that if anything goes haywire and you look out and you want to get it corrected, you cannot unless it's...
They'll run it now out of the gun. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work it in.
And if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination when the big guy gets hit. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a... And to give this time to the tailback. On 2nd down, it's Jones. 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Jones. But the clock continues to move. Looking to throw. 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one, it's 1st and 10 at the 14. Back to throw. Clark. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. That's complete right around the 8.
The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play. Tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Try to get it downfield, incomplete.
And his kick is good. And they will get it to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And the catch made by Johnson. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
On the move, he was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Looking for 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one. 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Nowhere to to escape, and he goes down. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in this.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now this one over the... They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate.
Way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a 27-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just hand quarterback on the ground so much.
Now he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Firing quickly as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. So the coach putting the blitz on. And remember, that coach, former defender in this league, he loves this.
Yeah, they love to see it happen because I think they just have that flashback about when they were playing, right? And that's what we were taught. That's what we did. And they use that same impact with their own teams and do the same. That you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs.
He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll Chiefs from Arrowhead. Then tomorrow on Monday night, the Browns and 49ers from rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think you saw the same thing that I...
Back to throw here. Going for the deep ball. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 39. Chain mover. They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They're going to look to throw. Drops it to Jones into flat. And here they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
He's still
ready. And again this time to the tailback. They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
And they won, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. It's done, but guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. He'll look to throw. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need to see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playman. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Sack. It's 2nd and 18. He'll look to throw. And he will find not much sense. They'll set up to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21.
Help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Again, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard. They'll set up a throw. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the...
For itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play. It puzzled me a little bit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's... And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Panthers, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the loss